All right, so Airman Roger Fortson um was shot by police deputies in his home in Florida. Um this type of stuff gets exhausting after a while, you know. I mean, you get tired of talking about it, but you have to talk about it. You can't just ignore what's going on. So they release body cam of what took place. To me, um, I felt like I would do the same thing he would do. I noticed that the cop knocked on the door, and I noticed that the deputy walked away from the door. He went one side and he went to another side. That leads when somebody banging on the door and telling me that they're police. And when I look through my peephole and I don't see anyone out there, that's going to give me a caution to proceed and if I want to open the door or not. And if I live in a area, not even in a anywhere, it's just if I feel because anything can happen anywhere. So I'm not even going to say if you live in a specific area, but if you are someone that's allowed to have a weapon and you feel like, hey, someone may be trying to take my life, which is the reason why most people get weapons to defend themselves. Uh, he went to retrieve his gun because he didn't see anyone in the door. According to his girlfriend, is that they felt like the peephole was covered up, but I felt like the explanation he gave her that he didn't see anyone out there that leads her to believe that they covered the peephole. But clearly, if you watch the video, you'll see that the officer walked away from the door. Um, evidently they're at the wrong address and they were called for a disturbance between a man and a woman. Supposedly he was home alone, and he was on the phone with his girlfriend doing this incident. Uh, when you watch the video, so triggering. As soon as the door is open, she doesn't give the officer doesn't even give you a chance to stand down or to step back. The officer just starts shooting. It, I'm sometimes I'm just at a loss. I understand that you could be scared. I understand that your life is on the line as an officer, but shouldn't you, as a trained officer, deem to, let's say, stop the process of what's going on or de escalate the process, I should say? I felt like the officer went straight into, I'm going to take your life mode. And that's what took place. I look at this as something that could happen to anybody I know. I do realize that officers are out there putting their life on the line. So are military personnel. And if I'm coming to my door to answer my door because I felt like someone is playing games or someone may be putting my life in danger, and the people who are supposed to protect me are the one that end up killing me, uh, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I'm I'm trying to figure out why this stuff keeps happening. The officer said it's self-defense, but how you come to my home uh, from a call, supposedly got a call that there was a disturbance, come to my home, kill me, and then call self-defense? It just doesn't make any sense to me. And I was gonna put the video in I was gonna put the video in here of the shooting, but it's just triggering to keep watching this stuff over and over and over and over again. And you know, getting a couple $1 million after losing your child's life doesn't make it any better for the parents, and it doesn't make it any better for the community because it leaves everyone in the community triggered and worried about what take place next if the officers show up at your home. I say this specifically a lot of time. I'm a licensed firearm carrier, and whenever the cops pull up behind me, I'm nervous, specifically because I know what could take place. I know a misreading of an officer who was overzealous of his job on duty could cost me my life, could cost my family their livelihood. So I often sit back and wonder how we fix this, and how, and why does this keep happening without any um of the necessary repercussions to these officers who are obviously being trained wrong. Because, you know seeing someone with a gun pointed down uh should not be a first-hand threat to an officer. I don't understand that. I do understand seeing somebody with a gun is triggering to anyone, but as a trained professional, as a trained officer, aren't you supposed to assess the threat and then make a decision after that? But your decision can't be to eliminate the threat and then eliminate what you perceive as a threat, and then go check and see if it really was a threat, and then go check and see if what really was happening. Because then you didn't cost me my life without that being necessary. So I'm just confused about this whole thing right now, man. I don't know what to say. Um, I really, really, really would like to say rest in peace to Roger. Condolences to his parents, condolences to his friends, girlfriend. Um, man, I'm at a loss for words. This thing keep happening over and over again, and it's triggering to watch this thing happen. Every time I sit back and I pay attention to this, it bothers me. So I notice you guys that are subscribers to the channel that watch a lot of the videos, you notice that we don't do as much of these anymore because it's very triggering to constantly watch these videos, to constantly see this stuff take place, and to get no real justice. The officer saying he was self-defense. He's on paid leave under for per investigation. We all know how this plays out. You stay home, get paid, while my son, daughter, brother, aunt, uncle, mother is dead. It's one of those things, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. I'm just exhausted with this particular situation.